lot of money in this motherfucker. Oh, my bad.
Welcome back.
There is a whole lot of money I've spent on all the lighting and the camera work to have these shadows. I'm just a fucking amateur.
Welcome back to All Sorts of Sports.
All sorts of sports.
All sorts of sports.
In that ass.
In that ass.
Episode 87.
Welcome to 3 real ones and 1 dweeb.
So Dwayne, suck my dick.
All right. It ain't a pot if we don't get one or two of those.
Inspired by Matt Regan of the Dish Divided podcast, apparently. No, Amit. Amit was the one. Hold on, which one was the dweeb according to you, Keem?
No, the other one is 3 dweebs and you.
Oh, right. Okay. Oh, right. They're all
So
dweebs.
all
God
of-
damn.
We only have
I'm sorry,
one.
guys.
You tried to have only one person take the heat.
So
everybody.
I love Matt.
They all catching these bullets.
I love Matt because I think that me and him have the best like banter. We don't agree on shit, and I want him on an ASOS episode. So any opportunity to give him a little jab, man.
I mean, we've been trying to get him on forever. He's too busy.
He running from smoke. He running from that smoke.
Yep.
No comment.
Okay. Episode 87. All right.
Rod Gardner episode.
Yeah.
Travis Scott.
Now, when we did a little pre-production before, right? KDot suggested that we go through our picks from last week first. I have no clue why he did that because no. Actually, I do know why he did that. Damn. Keem, you almost had a KDot week.
Yeah, I didn't know.
You were real close.
What
I was
ended up
also
doing-
real close to almost like having the best week ever.
No,
But-
no, you did
I'm
not.
getting behind.
No, you didn't.
But here's the thing. So I looked and I figured out what the KDot week is. So we'll never forget it.
It's
KDot,
5, right?
It's 5.
It's 5.
It's
Yeah.
5. Yeah.
That's terrible. That's hard.
What was everybody else's numbers that week? You cocksucks.
Better than 5.
I know. Fucking piece of shit. But wasn't that crazy? There were some other single digits in that motherfucker.
I don't know. I mean, you're going to say 9, but 5.
Suck my dick from the back.
See, there's 2. All right. So, what was this? All right. So, Keem, you had 7. KDot, you had 9. I had 10. Ryan, you had 11. The first week I didn't win. Good shit, Ryan. Okay. Season total.
That's it. Like I feel like I get last place and it's all kinds of shit, and that's it. There's no fanfare.
Actually, well,
I think it was because you kept coming in last place.
yeah.
Suck my dick.
I think it was
Collectively.
Look, fam, you're having a bad year.
Yeah, and I'm having a terrible football year.
I know,
A
so,
fucking
like-
piece of shit football year.
Look,
It's
would
made me
you-
question
I
everything.
won in fantasy. I won in fantasy.
Here's the thing. It's like deep psychologically, right? It's the more that we do this and the more podcasts that we do, the more I'm realizing maybe I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. So it's like I'm notorious for winning money and doing good at fantasy football and having great predictions and doing all this shit. And now I'm just losing all credibility.
Yeah.
Fucking sucks.
It is what it is. All right. So, season totals. Should I go from best to worst?
Yeah.
Because it's getting closer.
Well, we know
Yeah.
who best is.
So, I have 47 correct this season so far. Ryan, second place. Good shit, Ryan. 42. Third place is Keem with 39. Last place, KDot, 37.
I'm in.
Oh, you are getting close.
Yeah, so you catching up.
I said 5 weeks, right? From so I think I got one more week to do something. So I need to.
It's this
take
week.
some time. Yeah, it's this week. Okay.
You got 30 minutes to do something, bud.
Yeah, and it's like you gotta pick a lot of different shit.
Hold on, no. Hold on. This is week 5 we're going into. I made this. I said, give me 5 weeks after week 1. I got one more week.
Well, this would be the completion of week 5. So I
Jump my
don't
dick
know.
from the back, Ryan.
I'm just using
All right.
your words.
All right, so looking at last week, right? There's a couple storylines. We're gonna start off with the funniest one to me, which would be the Ravens versus Broncos, the end of the game, when the Ravens decided to, what was it, tie or break the record of most consecutive games.
It's tied the record. They didn't break. A lot of people are saying break. It's just tie the record.
Okay, to tie the record of having 100 straight. I mean, however many straight 100 yards rushing.
43.
43.
Yeah. So they ran the ball like the last few seconds, and the Broncos are pissed off. I think it's hilarious just because of the fact that the Broncos called 3 timeouts with like 30 seconds left. And they were throwing the ball in the end zone.
Into the end zone.
Yeah. And it's like, Harbaugh was like, yeah, I didn't know there was a 16-point play. Like, you talk about player safety. Like, that was his main thing, player safety. But I'm like, the fuck are you doing? You could have kneeled the ball down, but you didn't.
Listen.
Yeah. So I have no issue with it. I love the back and forth between them two. Well, from John Harbaugh's side, because I don't know what the fuck.
You are biased though, right?
No, because I would say the same shit if it was anybody else. Okay, like don't sit there and bitch and complain. Like, if you can stop somebody from doing something, if you don't want them to celebrate, don't let them score.
I agree.
Like, so that's how I've always operated.
Don't let them run for 100 yards on you.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah. So
it's not like your defense. It's not like your defense wasn't out there, right? So
the first person I heard say
it's not like they were sitting in a kneel down position.
They didn't go in victory formation and then like come out with the QB scramble.
Like, you knew what was up.
That'd be kind of dope.
So yeah.
Look, the first time I heard anybody really talk about it was back during the celebration heyday, right? Because I think it all kind of deals with each other. It's like when Tio and Chad were going back and forth with who could top who as far as the celebrations, all that shit. And I remember Michael Irvin said it more than anyone, and I fucking can't stand Michael Irvin. But if you don't want me celebrating the end zone, stop me from celebrating the end zone. Like that to me is where it comes down to. As long as you're following within the rules and parameters of the game, do what you want to do. Like that in the same token, if God forbid John Harbaugh did that and Lamar Jackson or somebody got injured on the play, I'm all for people giving John Harbaugh all the shit in the world for that situation. But it didn't happen that way. And because it didn't happen that way and nobody got hurt, it is what it is. If you don't want them to get to 100 yards, why were they close to 100 yards? Hold them to 60, motherfuckers. Like, that's what it comes down to. Anybody can have whatever reasons they have for playing the game. Your job on that field is to stop me from doing it. I always thought that I never liked the whole mercy rule bullshit, or you pull your starters out. In football, to me, unless it's the fourth quarter, and I'm talking maybe halfway through the fourth quarter, I'm dumping fucking points on you. Because not only does it help me sometimes when it comes to tiebreakers, because it is a tiebreaker category when it comes to points scored, it does help overall when you're looking at the course of what your team looks like, or when you talk about contract negotiations, you have certain stats. This shit matters. So dump them. Pour on the fucking story. Not to mention from a psychological standpoint, if next week they look at what you scored the previous week, it gets in some people's fucking heads. Do what you need to do to fucking get your fucking point across and then nail it to them. Stop me if you don't want me to fucking do it.
Whatever happened to play to the whistle?
Yeah.
My only issue was the fact that they used Lamar on a QB run and not Tyler Huntley. That was my only issue. Because Lamar missed like 2 practices last week with a back issue. And like, hey, I get it. Go for it. My only issue was like, hey, put your backup QB in there. Let him run for 5 yards. He's quick too. He's a good scrambler. Let him get the little 5 yards and just keep Lamar safe. That was my only issue. Other than that, like, I completely agree with KDot. Like, fuck out of here. Like, Fangio, you were fucking going for it with 30 fucking seconds left. If you were so fucking worried about player safety, then drop on a knee and fucking give up the game. It's over. Like, it's over, bro. Like, you got your asses beat. You shouldn't have scored that fucking first touchdown that you got. We should have fucking held you guys to 0 points with that weak ass team. Sorry ass fucking most overrated 3-0 team in the fucking league outside of Carolina, really, I guess. So, but
this is the smoke.
But yeah, so I mean, yeah, it wasn't a thing.
Well, yeah, I mean, that part was funny. So is that all we have on that? Everybody good?
Wasn't a good game.
Cool. Next thing, next big topic. We got 3 of them. Second one is going to be the Raiders and Chargers game. Got our ass beat on live TV in front of everybody. Beat the Ravens the first time we was on Monday night. Got our ass beat the second time. Yeah. Our offensive line is banged up, and it showed. I mean, yeah. I mean, it is what it is. Move on. Play Chicago this week. We'll see what happens. Let's take, man. Okay. All right.
It was a Bosa fucking beatdown, is what it was.
No. We were down 21-0. We scored 14 points straight, and then we were going to tie the game, and the shit went off the rails. They scored again. Game over.
That happened to Washington. That happened to Washington against the Chargers.
Oh, yeah. But I mean, your offensive line is kind of better than ours at the moment. Yeah.
Like I said, Herbert is elite. He's got elite arm strength. He's like 9 feet tall. That line can hold forever. He just stands back there for like 4 or 5 seconds with no issue. That's a good team. That's a really good team. They're not the greatest team in the NFL, but with Herbert back there, they're going to have a chance every week. And their defense stepped up this week. So,
did anybody have them in the playoffs?
Huh?
Did anybody have them in the playoffs this year? I think Ryan did.
I did too. But I want to add something. A lot of people like give Herbert credit, which fair enough. But you also got to remember they got a fucking superstar in the backfield, superstar receiver, and another like baby superstar in Mike Williams.
No, I had the Chargers in the playoffs as well. Just FYI, I had to pull up my sheet.
Yeah, so like they have weapons. They have massive weapons. So like, yeah, Herbert's great, but they got some great ass weapons too.
And they got a great head coach in Stanford.
Yeah,
I was going to say they got a good head coach now because Anthony Lynn wasn't cut.
Watching his explanation of the running game, was phenomenal. He's like, we don't have to run to win games, but we have to run to put a physical element into the game to wear down the defense.
Well, he said you don't have to run to
you don't have to run to score points. You have to run
to pass the ball.
To beat down the other team.
Play action.
You want them to have to hit blocks. You want them to have to tackle. Because at the end of the game, each time they have to block, you lose a little bit of energy. And by the end of the game, you want the other team to be as worn out as possible because that gives you
mental fatigue. Yeah.
And just Herbert throwing darts everywhere.
Yep. And coming out of that game, we lost one of our starting corners and his backup. That's why when Gilmore got released or quote unquote released and traded today, I was hoping we would make a move, but that didn't happen. But
my question real quick then, who's the fraud in the AFC West then? Because all 4 are technically playoff teams right now. Who's the fraud? It has to be at least one. I think it's 2, but it has to be at least one.
I think there's.
All right, you know what?
Yeah, I think there's.
I think there's 2.
Speaking of that, ESPN First Take had a fraud segment, and they asked if the Raiders were a fraud.
They're not.
The part that pissed me off about that was the fact that 2 out of the 3 people doing the segment were already shitting on the Raiders before this shit started. Anyway, don't roll your eyes, KDot.
Sorry.
Let me ask you this question.
Couldn't help it.
If I say the Washington football team's a fraud, if I say they're trash.
Okay.
If I say they're trash, right? And you start 3-0 and then you lose a game, and then I'm like, yeah, they're frauds. Like, the fuck?
It's just the mean coming. It's just adjusting back.
It's kind of what we said about Pittsburgh for 11 weeks last year.
Just adjusting to the mean.
I don't know, but
just saying, when Pittsburgh was 11-0, nobody thought they were Super Bowl contenders. We all looked at them and were like, this is the worst 11-0 team we've ever seen. Then Washington beat the brakes off them, and it was like, all right, that was a statement game for Washington. Team was undefeated, but nobody looked at the Pittsburgh Steelers and were like, oh, this is a world-beating team. And what happened? They didn't go anywhere.
I mean, I didn't think we were great either, but all right. It is what it is. All right. So the last segment, and Mina Kimes, like, pump your brakes.
I love
her.
I love you,
Mina.
Great. Me too, but she was wrong here.
And ESPN, fuck you for getting rid of Katie Nolan. Fucking dumbasses.
They got rid of a lot of people, including Keem. So
there were a few that are really.
I know.
I got rid of them.
All right. So the
You
last
see Mickey Mouse's hand just come in and grab Keem by the neck and drag his ass off.
if you could edit that in, that would be amazing.
Yeah, my skills ain't that good yet. I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
That's also a rights issue.
Oh yeah, can you imagine Disney coming after us on that shit? The end of ASOS because I wanted Mickey Mouse's hand. No, well, South Park had him like rape. Yeah, never mind. We're good.
The last one is we have to acknowledge the Cardinals. They beat the Rams this week, and I think I was definitely guilty of it, saying how like they weren't going to be good, they're not going to make the playoffs.
You
and
hated Cliff Kingsbury.
You do too. So
I don't hate Cliff Kingsbury. I just don't think he's as good as we think he is.
I will say this: you went harder on him than I did. So, yeah.
In what way?
In terms of you think that he's not the right. You thought that he wasn't the right coach for the team, and that he's holding Kyler Murray back.
I still think that to a certain degree, but it's the way I feel about all first-time college coaches that get in the NFL.
But I said along the lines of the same thing, like towards him, and that the fact that the Cardinals weren't making the playoffs. I was completely wrong.
Okay, fair enough.
It's 4 weeks in. You can't say you're wrong yet because they still won't make the playoffs. This is my sticking point.
I'm wrong. I'm saying I'm wrong in how I thought about them as a team. They are way better than what I thought already. So I have to acknowledge that.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, I think I don't remember correctly. I think I put them in line with the Bengals, like they'd be close, and which I still think they'll finish like 8-win team, 9-win team, but not good enough to get into the playoffs. And I think it was going to be more of a defensive issue, but their defense isn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. But just a real quick thing. So they're 4-0 right now. They got the 49ers Sunday. Then they go on the road to play the Browns. Then they got the Texans, doesn't matter. Then they got the Packers, 49ers again, and then they got Panthers, doesn't matter. Seahawks, Rams again, Cowboys, Seahawks. Those are some losable games.
Yeah.
Like, I got them losing pretty much about 7 of those.
Spoiler alert,
So
I'm not picking Arizona this week.
Me either.
I am.
So I still don't think they'll make the playoffs. I think they're having a great start, but I think they'll fold down the stretch.
All right. So you think they're going to lose to the Niners this week?
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't. You think they're going to lose to the Browns after that?
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't. You think they'll beat the Texans? Okay. The Packers, I think that's an L.
Yep.
The Niners again
at home. Yep.
I mean, they're losing. They're going to lose at least one game to the Niners. Yeah.
It's like they're not going to lose both of them.
I have them losing both of them, but okay.
I have them losing both of them.
The Panthers?
No, they beat the Panthers.
Okay. The Seahawks?
They lose to the Seahawks on the road.
That's far enough in the season. In November. Russell Wilson's going to be playing his ass off.
We'll see. The Bears?
That's a win.
But go Cardinals.
Okay. The Rams, I think the Rams might get that one.
Revenge.
The first. The Lions, nobody thinks the Lions
Cardinals win.
All right, the Colts, I think the Cardinals win that one.
I don't know.
Yep.
Then the Cardinals, I think the Cardinals.
Not beating Dallas at home.
We're way too far out. I have no idea what happens from there on going forward. But I just
if Seahawks split.
If I'm looking at strength of schedule and everything, I don't think they're that high up. I mean, as far as ease of schedule, and I love Kyler Murray. I love Kyler Murray. There's still a part of me that always thinks, as far as a first-time NFL coach that's coming out of the college ranks, I will forever have a question mark there. The success rate's not good. And I think with Arizona right now, that's a hell of a roster that they put together. They got some aging guys. But, I mean, if you got Kyler Murray throwing a football to DeAndre Hopkins, it's going to be an issue, period. What they did week one with, what was it, Chandler Jones, they had, the 5 sacks in week one? Like, there are certain things that they're doing that I'm like, okay, that's impressive defensively. But the offense, as long as Kyler Murray's getting to go, I'm rocking with him. I just don't know if Cliff Kingsbury is necessarily the guy to take that team over the hump. But if he's continued to communicate with Kyler Murray and they have a connection, they could go far. I don't know. Like, maybe I need to pump the brakes on Cliff Kingsbury as far as an overall operator because of what my notions are with college coaches. But if he's getting Kyler Murray and getting the best out of him, okay. I still think that there's more to Kyler Murray that we haven't seen yet. I think he's that dynamic a player.
Yeah, I agree.
Baby Russ.
So now let's go into your guys' team. So let's start with the Washington football team. You guys had a very, very, very interesting week. I don't know if we're going to delve into everything for what we know now, but go ahead, KDot. What's the state of your team?
We beat Atlanta. Whoop-de-doo. We beat Atlanta. Atlanta's a playoff pick.
The best game. That was the best game of the week, as far as I'm concerned, in terms of excitement.
Yeah. Oh, that was exciting, Sal. We have been an exciting team to watch, but the defense is fucking trash right now.
My God.
Which is horrific. If anyone would have told me that Taylor Heineke is the only reason our team's not 0-4, I would have bitch slapped you. Like, I don't understand. I love this dude. He just has that moxie. He's Shane Falco in real life. Like, I just love this kid. He's just doing things on offense. I mean, Ron Rivera had that comment like a week or two ago that he wanted Taylor to just be more of a game manager. I'm sorry, you're not getting that from Taylor, guy. He is a baller, and he's going to make mistakes. He's going to throw a bad pass here and there, but he's got enough moxie that we're always going to be in the game. You see some of them runs and everything. He plays fearlessly. I like that in a quarterback. And just offensively, you saw the return of Curtis Samuel when he first got there on the field. And this is a dude that's still not 100%. I think three of his 4 catches were for first downs on third down. The motherfucker is dynamic. And what we're doing offensively, Antonio Gibson looks great. J.D. McKissick looks great catching the ball out of the backfield. I think right now we're worried because there's tons of injuries that we just got after this last game. Logan Thomas is on IR. We just had to sign Jay Sternberger or whatever was the
hey, what a stud. That's
what happened to your
I feel like Logan Thomas lives on the IR.
He I don't think he lives on the IR, but he has had some injury issues. But
what about your guy?
Samaris Reyes. We might get some first action from the Chilean future Hall of Famer this week, which I'm very excited about. But Ricky Seals-Jones has actually looked really, really good in certain aspects when he's given on the field.
It's hard to keep the team healthy when your head athletic trainer's in jail.
So that happened. But the FBI raided the team facility in Ashburn. The team still has no idea what the fuck happened. The players have no idea what happened. They asked the NFLPA has asked the league for clarification on what happened. Right now, all we know is it really didn't have anything to do with the team. This dude, Ryan Vermillion, is somebody that Ron Rivera has known for a while. He was there with him years back. Bubba Tyer, if I'm getting the name right, who was our old trainer for years in Washington, but I think he hasn't been here in over a decade. He saw the news and just thought that, all right, I got to call the service. So he volunteered his services and he's been back. So we haven't missed a trainer, which is good. That's kind of cool that we have a guy who has that much experience and has done a good job. He's now leading the training staff. So I'm happy about that. But right now the only thing we're worried about is all the defense. What the fuck is happening? The linebackers are trash right now, and John Bostic also on IR. The secondary,
Jamin
has showed flashes. PFF in the couple games that he played was highly ranked. But this last game, he barely played any snaps. John Bostic has been a liability in coverage, although I don't want to see him hurt. He's been an absolute liability in coverage. But there's been such miscommunication in the secondary between like William Jackson and Landon Collins, who, look, there were rumors in the offseason, just fucking make the switch. He needs to be playing linebacker. I'm fucking over this shit. But now the news that the Cowboys cut Jalen Smith, who has sucked for Dallas the last 2 seasons, but I think a lot of people don't understand that he was playing middle linebacker when he had the Pro Bowl year, got switched to weak side in the 2 years since, and it hasn't been living up to it. Just so happens the Washington football team needs a full-blown middle linebacker. So it might be a fit. I don't know. I just looking for help in anything we can on that defense because we got too much talent for it to be going to waste. Jack Del Rio, it's kind of on you, man.
So, all right, you talked about Bostic, right? Bostic. When the news broke on Twitter that he was put on IR, Kata, I'm sure you were reading it. Did you see all the replies?
Yeah. So that's the other thing is the Washington football team, as I've said, we've got a lot of trash fans as much as we got some of those diehard fans in the history of sports, but a lot of them are fucking trash. The thing with John Bostic is that we've been I don't scream as much about the Washington football team on this podcast as I do the other one because it's a local podcast. But trust me, the last 4 weeks, I've been screaming about John Bostic and how every time that I've been seeing anybody catch the ball over the middle, he's 5 yards or 10 yards away. He bites so hard on every play action that he's been an absolute liability in coverage. So don't get me wrong. I do not wish injury for the guy. He's been a solid guy for Washington, a great locker room guy, team leader. But it goes without saying, he has been an absolute liability in coverage. And I think those frustrations led themselves in people saying some dumb shit. But this is also a fan base that defended the Redskins name for how many fucking years? So
fair enough. All right.
I wouldn't, just as an aside, I wouldn't be surprised. So it came out last week, I think, in the NHL that a lot of trainers were just doling out medications without prescriptions to players to keep them on ice and stuff. And then this head athletic trainer gets the DEA raiding his house and the offices. So I would not be entirely surprised if those two things had something in common. So
I wouldn't be surprised by it either. And look, I just watched Manny Six Newark for like the third time yesterday. So fuck the feds. We don't know. I'm down with Ron Rivera, who said Ron Vermillion has always been a stand-up guy. So until I find out exactly what the investigation is, fuck the feds.
Also, I'm his lawyer. So you can't talk to him. You got to talk to me.
All right. So yeah.
Hold on, are you? Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
You paid me $1 as a retainer.
Oh right, I'm your. No, I thought you went. Sorry, I thought you said you were representing Ryan Vermillion.
Oh no, I've been looking it up to see if we can't slide in there.
All right, Ryan, go ahead and discuss the Bills, like your week.
I mean, what is there really to say?
Regression.
Yeah, I mean he's had a rusty start. Maybe ate too much cake. Tell you what isn't rusty, the Bills defense. And the thing is, even if Josh Allen has a not great game, the defense is very solid. So that this is a very good team. Very good team. Greg Rousseau is a problem. Trey Edmonds was the AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Virginia Tech product. And Josh Allen is still elite. He's just not having good games. And I know it's not going to stay that way throughout the season. I mean, Russ Wilson hasn't been amazing through the first 4 weeks. Probably going to end up having a good season. So he's going to flip a switch and he'll be fine.
All right. So let's go into our picks for week 5. All right.
Fuck you, Keem.
I didn't say a word.
All right. The first game, Thursday Night Football, is going to be the Rams versus the Seahawks. This is at Seattle. And the Rams are coming off of a loss to the Cardinals. So who do you guys think will win this one?
I want to say Rams, but for some reason, I'm thinking prime time Thursday night rivalry game. Seattle's going to be bumping. Let's go with Russ Wilson and the Seahawks.
Okay. Keem?
MVP campaign starts now.
Okay. Ryan?
Give me the Rams.
Okay.
I think this game's close as shit.
I think this is going to be must-watch TV, baby.
You remember last week where I was the only one to pick two separate teams and they both won?
Yeah.
Yeah. Law of averages.
Yeah, I'm regressing back to the mean.
One for the dweebs, Ryan. One for the dweebs.
I said it's dweebs.
Dweebs. Sorry, dweebs. One for the dweebs. That sounds very, very problematic. I don't know why, but
next game.
Delete that footage.
Jets versus Falcons. It's Sunday morning. So this is going to be over
in London.
It's gonna air at 9:30 a.m. So don't forget to set your lineups, guys. I'm taking the Falcons.
I'll let KDot go before I go.
Falcons.
Okay. I'm Falcons.
All right.
This got Jets screen. This got Ryan picking the Jets all over, baby.
It does. I think the Jets
taking the Jets
too.
Like, this is the moment. Capture it in time. We all fucked up.
I think they can win.
All right. Next game, Patriots versus the Texans. I'm taking the Patriots.
Pats.
Okay. Keem and Ryan.
Mac Jones.
Okay. I don't think they're gonna win because of him, but they're gonna win.
Mac 10. Mac 10's gonna be out there.
I don't like the feeling of calling that. Never mind. All right. Lions and Vikings.
I'm
taking the Vikings.
Same.
Vikings.
Cool. We're all on the Vikings. So that means that the Lions are going to win. Awesome.
You're all on the wagon.
Eagles and Panthers.
This is a tough one.
Can I just say it's going to be a tie? Like the fuck?
I thought we were going to get 2 ties last week. I was sad we got
I
0.
did too.
Panthers.
All right. Who else is willing to go?
I'm going to go after Keem.
No, you go first this time.
Nah, fuck you.
No, it's your turn.
Grow a set, you bastards. Come on. What are you doing?
Nah, it sounds like the little.
I know what he's doing.
First. You hang up first.
Yeah,
Give me Jalen Hurts. Give me the Eagles.
All right. Game?
Fucker. Panthers, fuck it.
Them free haircuts going away.
Wow.
No, they're losing next week when the Vikings come to town. They're losing next week.
Okay.
Right, I'm gonna go with McCaffrey's back. I'm picking the Panthers.
He's not necessarily back, but
Saints and Washington football team.
This is a tough one too.
Washington football team.
Okay.
Not that tough, huh?
I'm this defense is too talented not to get it right at some point. So they gotta flip the switch in some fucking game.
But here's the thing. I don't think like against the Saints, like they've had games where they just don't do anything really offensively.
That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping this is a Jameis 3-pick game.
Win.
But here's the thing. I think that Taylor Heineke in that offense is actually putting up some damn good offense. I think our offense looks absolutely like. Here's the thing. It sounds wrong to say it because I've never been able to say this since maybe 2012. Our offense looks legit.
I'm taking the Saints.
Same.
whiffed.
Okay. You didn't convince him, fam. You don't have to either. So
I think that we talked about this before, but I think you know how like they're up and down. And the Jameis team is up and down. They were down last week. This is the up week. Next week is the down week. Up week, down week.
I can't deny that.
Yep. All right. Titans and Jaguars. I'm taking the Titans. They gonna get it back.
Urban Meyer takes the locker room back with a win. Fuck that.
No.
Give me Tennessee.
Yeah, Tennessee.
All right. Ryan?
Can't pick Urban Meyer on those butthole fingers. I'm going with Tennessee.
Did we even discuss that yet?
We did not.
So speaking of college coaches that don't belong in the NFL,
Yeah.
see Urban Meyer. Although, look, it's his bar. He's in Ohio.
Don't excuse it.
Why didn't he go back with his own team?
Because that was his bar. Like he owns that bar.
That's home. Visit in the off season.
No. Here's what the deal is.
If you own a bar, you want to go to your bar.
Not when you're a head coach of an NFL team and you just lost.
No, I don't give a fuck.
I mean,
I want to go to my bar.
Look, you got time off. Like they're not working 24 hours a day.
Look, there's an issue that I don't think enough people think about when it comes to coach hires. It is a terrible idea to hire a coach from college and to give him carte blanche over a team. Reason being this, number one. Let's think about this. If you were able to get paid as a college athlete and stay on a college campus around a bunch of sexy co-eds and nothing but booze, where you're the king on the fucking campus, if you were getting paid, you'd fucking stay. It'd have to be a hard sell to get some of these guys in the NFL until you're at least in the mid-20s. Now, think about that from a coaching standpoint. You're a coach. The highest paid government employee usually in a state is the college football coach. You are a god in the city in which you walk in. Do you ask anyone to suck your dick? They're probably going to do it. And you walk around is doing whatever it is you want to do. I'm hoping you wouldn't, Keem. I hope you have morals. But the idea is that these guys are walking gods, right? You make ungodly amounts of money. The team runs to your beck and call. And there's a certain way you could treat players. You could treat things. It is what it is. Most of these guys that go to the NFL are looking at it from a legacy standpoint and don't realize the amount of work that's put in to do something like that. They are star fuckers. Bobby Petrino, Urban Meyer, Steve Spurrier, all these guys, they flame out. Any one of the coaches that you see that really do a good job or have NFL experience going back So, like, if you look at Joe Gibbs, was a coach in college as a coordinator, a positions coach, then you start in the NFL as a coordinator, you work your way up through the system. Anybody that gives these coaches it, you're playing with fire. All these dudes want to go back because why? Why would you even decide to take it? What you have in that job is fucking gold. Never leave that shit.
Also, the Jags are really, really terrible.
Yeah.
I like Trevor Lawrence, but like I said, his career is doomed behind Urban Meyer in Jacksonville.
Urban?
That's a terrible combo for anybody.
Yeah.
If he makes it out of this, he's one of the greatest ever.
Wait, is he married?
Who?
Yeah.
Urban? Yeah, fuck yeah, for 35 years.
You didn't see the wife jokes? The wife jokes were the best part of this whole fucking thing.
I stayed off.
Like, she liked the tweet. Oh, bam. Like, oh my God. We'll talk about it later.
He is done in Jacksonville.
I think Shaq Khan's got to get rid of him.
The best part that, like, I stayed off Twitter mainly, but the best part I saw was the anonymous player said that, yeah, Urban came in and he didn't even address the team as a team. He addressed it like he addressed certain like position groups at a time. And then like he went in, gave his little speech, and then like left out. And as he was leaving, everybody just burst out laughing. And he knew that they were laughing at him.
Yep, because they don't give a dude. You can't be an NFL athlete and then look and see the guy who's supposed to be the leader, the one who they just paid to be the guy, not even travel back with us. That's never happened. Like, I don't know. You talk to former athlete to begin with. Annie Agar, who I don't know if you guys know her, but she does a lot of videos on like Twitter and Facebook where she holds like a league meeting every week. It's a great bit, she's fucking great bit. But she did the Urban Meyer bit where he's like holding his chest because of the chest pain thing. And they're like, "Don't worry about Urban, he's gonna be okay." Urban, Fox is offering your job back. Really? It's just fucking great. Urban Meyer does not want this job, and he's an idiot for choosing and decide to do it.
Yeah,
UCLA.
All right. Next game, Dolphins versus the Bucks. I am taking the Buccaneers.
Bucks.
All right, cool. Keem?
Bucks.
You sure?
Nope.
Yeah.
Begrudgingly.
All right. Packers and Bengals. We're all taking the Packers, right? Ryan. Wow. Are you taking the Bengals? Okay. So Ryan's taking the Bengals. I'm taking the Packers.
Go Pack.
I'm taking Packers.
Okay. Broncos and Steelers.
This is going to be the worst fucking game. Oh my God.
I'm taking the ghost of Ben Roethlisberger.
Okay.
He's dealing with that hip. He might not play, which might be the best fucking possible.
I was going to say it might help. That might actually help.
I have I have to take a one-legged Ben Roethlisberger.
Okay.
Or Najee Harris.
Wait, are you taking the Bengals or the Steelers?
Bengals are playing the Steelers.
I said, who are you taking, Ryan?
The Bengals aren't playing the Steelers.
Oh, the Broncos. My bad.
Taking the
You got
Steel City.
upset too.
Yeah, because I was like,
that's why I said both. I said both. He's taking both. He already took the Bengals. He's taking the Steelers too.
Do I have to choose?
Ryan, who are you picking in this game?
Pittsburgh.
Okay.
Blitzburg.
And
I've struggled with this one. I've struggled hard with this one. I'm going Steelers. Yeah, I want Ben to get some wins, man.
Pick Denver, James.
No, fuck Denver. So one thing that you added up, I think when we were talking about the Ravens and how they ran Lamar, and you said if Lamar got hurt on that play, we would be talking about it different. Don't forget about Deontay Johnson for the Steelers when they played us, and they ran a meaningless route at the end of the game. He caught the ball on the sideline, injured his knee. So it's not. Just want to add that part in. Bears and Raiders. I'm praying Khalil Mack takes it easy because he still loves us a little bit. I'm taking the Raiders.
Oh, Justin Fields got named permanent starter. He's got a full week.
He did.
Mm-hmm. And the league has tape on him.
Yeah, I'm taking
two games of tape.
I'm taking the Raiders.
Okay.
I am taking the Raiders because David Montgomery is fucking hurt. That shit is over, man.
Yeah, that's true.
KDot,
I think that
KDot,
Chicago has a good
take the
chance.
Bears, please.
No, I'm taking the Raiders,
go
but
ahead.
it's man, that Chicago team fell from grace. I was a fan.
I mean, they have
Matt Nagy sucks.
They have Khalil Herbert.
Matt Nagy sucks, and he's starting to get into Adam Gase territory if he ruins Justin Fields. Because I still don't think Mitchell Trubisky is a terrible quarterback.
He stopped play calling. He's not play calling anymore.
I don't give a shit if those are their ski. If it's his schemes they're running.
No, I don't think it's his schemes.
Wasn't he in Kansas City before that?
Nagy?
Yeah,
He might have been.
and I think that's why he got the Bears job.
Probably
so.
when they should have gave it to fucking Eric Bieniemy.
They should have.
Eric Bieniemy looked at Chicago and was like, "It's cold."
Wasn't Bieniemy the QB's coach, and then Nagy was the OC? I might be wrong. I might be 100% wrong.
Nagy was the quarterbacks coach from 13 to 15, then got offense coordinator job from 16 to 17.
Okay, and
so
then he went
Bieniemy took over after. So Bieniemy wasn't in the running.
Hey, no, I think Bieniemy was the QB's coach when
Yeah, probably at that point he took he's been following in Nagy's footsteps.
And then they got a real quarterback, and they were like, "We don't want Nagy to ruin him," so they got rid of him.
All right, well, here's another.
Nagy had Alex Smith.
Well, another thing that I'm going to probably say, and this might be controversial now, but maybe what we're seeing with Matt Nagy might mean that Eric Bieniemy might be a little overrated. This might be an Andy Reid thing because we all know Andy Reid's good at fucking putting together offenses. I'm just saying.
Or it's the opposite. Bieniemy was the QB's coach when Mahomes got drafted, and he worked closely with Mahomes, and then he became the coordinator. And it might actually be, and because Andy Reid has failed so fucking much throughout the years, and then he gets Eric Bieniemy as his OC, maybe it's the opposite.
Yep, possibly. You're right.
Okay, the Browns and Chargers. I'm going to take the Chargers.
Good. I need one up on you. Browns.
Okay. I'm not that high on the Browns as you are.
That's fine. I'm not. We both like the teams in our division. That's fine.
This also hurts my soul a little bit.
Are you taking the Browns?
No.
Oh. Why does it hurt your hearts?
I love the Browns.
You do? But you hate
drops a deuce before every podcast.
You hate Cleveland.
I fucking hate Cleveland.
Thank you, KDot.
Fuck. But I love the Browns.
I will isolate that every time Ryan says something racist.
Oh, wow.
Give me Cleveland. I don't know why. They're playing in LA. I don't know. Cleveland, I think, has a really good roster, really good team. They've been kind of flying under the radar. I don't think anybody's been talking about them. They haven't been making waves, which is weird with a team full of that many fucking people that talk.
Yeah.
Well, they're also very injured.
Every year. It's every year with Cleveland. Like they don't like they're one of the darlings of ESPN.
I don't know about that.
They talk about Cleveland all the time for they don't do anything. And they
don't talk about the Raiders enough in a positive light.
No. I'd rather they not talk about us as much as they fucking do. Like Keyshawn Johnson said that Derek Carr's elite, and now every fucking week it's like, oh yeah, like fuck him. All right,
Derek Carr is Joe Flacco.
I don't hate that comparison.
No, that's what I'm saying. He can win one.
He's got to do it in the playoffs though, because Flacco is playoffs.
We gotta fucking get there. All right, Giants and Cowboys.
Cowboys.
Oh yeah, they figured. Quick thing on Dallas. I'm glad they kind of figured the shit out. Hey, they're gonna dictate defenses. What are you gonna do? You're gonna try to stop the run. We're gonna fucking kill you with the pass. You're gonna try to stop Dak. We're gonna kill you with the run. So Dallas, they got that.
I just want to see how many picks Trayvon Diggs get this week.
Dallas.
Well, since he got 2 last week, I think he's due for an off week.
No shit. He can't keep this up.
Him and his brother have caught a pass every week.
It makes no sense. He can't keep this up. Like if he does, Lord knows he's not a human. But there's no way
he goes against every offseason.
He's also going against fucking Daniel Jones, like throw that goddamn ball up.
Birth.
This is actually, if there's any game that you'd say, oh, he should get a pick, it probably is this game. So.
It's either a pick or a fumble recovery.
So, KDot, who you picking?
The Cowboys.
Okay. All right. Niners versus the Cardinals. All right. So, KDot and Keem, you both said that you're taking the Niners.
Yes.
Debo.
Okay. All right. Ryan?
The Cardinals.
Okay.
Mostly because they don't know if Jimmy G is playing.
I mean, they'll be better off.
There's going to be a lot of separation after this week.
We'll see.
Either Ryan's going to have a big lead on me or I'm going to pass him again.
The Bills and Chiefs. I think that's what, Sunday Night Football?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be a great one. I don't think anybody's going to play defense.
Chiefs in a shootout and me loving some FanDuel action.
Okay. Keem?
Give me Chiefs 45-42.
Okay. Ryan? Bills? Okay. I'm taking the Bills. And I think it's going to be, I think Kansas City is going to score under 25.
17 points.
Under 25.
Yes.
All right. Colts.
Hey, Doc, this is our week.
I'm hoping.
I mean, you two have had the two worst weeks. So statistically,
Hold on. What did Ryan get that first week? Because he's talking too much shit. I don't think he had like 8 that first week. I had more than him. Like, yeah, there's no way.
Who's ahead of you now? You know what I'm saying? Scoreboard. You gotta be scoreboard watching.
Are we doing money on this, or is the money on the other thing? Oh, okay.
I like either way.
I like money.
All right. So the first week, Ryan had 8 right.
Exactly. Fuck out of here.
Had 9.
Who had 9?
Me.
Keem had 9. KDot had 5.
Yeah, we already went through that.
Yeah, you had 5.
I'm just saying
Cinco.
You're sticking.
Fuck you.
Bitch, you sent that text before the start of the podcast.
Y'all need to start watching fucking Gridiron Heights. It's fucking quality content every week.
No, that was.
It's fucking quality content every week. The entire episode was Derek Carr's a detective. This shit was hilarious.
But why? Why does it come to people's minds? All right, last game.
Drugs.
Colts and Ravens.
Drugs.
Colts and Ravens.
Ravens, primetime, Lamar goes big.
All right.
Yeah. Ravens are up 16-2 in primetime games. And I could see the Colts winning, but I'm going to go Ravens.
Right? You're hedging your bet.
No. It's because it's a trap game. But we're going to win. I'm not worried.
Ravens. Colts are bad.
I'm going to take the Ravens.
No, damn you.
Hey, the revenge of the Colts. Baltimore Colts coming back to town.
Hey, yeah.
With just like a slew of injuries.
Right,
a quarterback with 3 broken ankles.
How many?
I just remembered another Gridiron Heights joke about fucking Carson Wentz. You guys got to watch this shit.
But how many people actually care that the Colts left Baltimore still?
Oh, I can break it down. The crippling.
A lot of people over 55.
The people who lived north of 33rd Street that saw their entire economy and jobs crash with the move of the team and stadium.
Fair.
I live not too far away from there, and all the businesses are still fucking boarded up since the team left on Mayflower trucks. So yeah, it still bothers the city quite a fucking bit.
What year?
80-something. Yeah, it was 80-something. I think it was 80-something because they went without a team for a few years before the Browns moved.
All right. So
they call this week the separator. It's
95
from the great.
I think 95 is when the Ravens come into existence.
96.
96. Okay.
Well, shit. Like Ryan's the main one. Damn, there's like 4 or 5 games where you're the only one who picked the other. Okay, Ryan.
That's
Ryan,
why it's either he'll be fucking ahead of everybody, or he's going to be back where he's supposed to be.
No. He still won't be ahead of me. No.
We're going to get that correct.
Nah, you guys.
Wait. I thought he had 42 and you got 47. Well, he'd be tied with you, right?
Yeah, but he's not gonna get all 5.
No. I don't think he's getting any of those. But that's
Yeah.
that's the point.
We'll see. All right, final thoughts, guys. I kind of know. All right, so you guys both look confused as to what you want to say. So, King, I know you already know what you want to talk about. Go ahead.
Yes. Shout out to Andrew Wiggins. Isn't it crazy what a check will fucking do and make you do to fucking research? Isn't it fucking amazing? The man said he had his beliefs and and fucking Tylenol gave him a breakout or some shit a few years ago. So he was worried about the vaccine. And then he was like, I keep my EpiPen, but I only like natural shit to go in my body. And I was like, wait, what the fuck is in an EpiPen? But you know what? That's none of my business. So shout out to Andrew Wiggins. He came around and that pocket started hurting. Also, speaking of pocket starting to hurt, some rumors saying that Ben Simmons is about to come around too.
Yeah.
So, hey,
$60,000 fine. It's not like me getting fined $10 for speeding. That's 360 big ones.
Yep.
Money fucking talks is my final thought.
You know how much a case of beer costs in Australia? It's like $100. That shit's crazy. You got to pay for people to kill those giant spiders? That costs a lot of money.
Everything in Australia is trying to kill you.
It is.
Same with Florida.
Yeah, but Australia is different. Australia different.
Yeah, it's
but here's the thing. Australia death
like a web of flying spiders, bro.
I got you. Australia, cool deaths though. Florida's some lame ass fucking wild shit.
Dude eats your face.
Did you see that?
Dude eats your face.
Did you see that guy capture an alligator in his flip flops?
And then did you guys see
they different, man? But
dude, he then went and released it. He went and released it.
But here's the thing: you die in Australia, there's some sort of exotic nature about it. I don't want to be on the receiving end of a Florida Man article. It's not my legacy.
I don't think anybody wants that.
I don't want that to be my legacy.
It's bad if you die in Australia. It's like, yo, you went there to die. No.
I'm just saying, Australia's got when you take that flight out to Australia, you're kind of like, all right, let's go. You go into Florida, you're like, oh, I want to go to Disney World, and then a fucking hurricane hits.
Fam, they got
some redneck shows up
in people's houses, fam.
Dude,
it's just Florida's a fucking shit state on earth.
I would much rather get kangaroo kicked in the chest than die from a meth head eating my face.
Yeah, I don't know which one's more painful right now because that kangaroo kick is.
I'm definitely gonna get coverage.
Can you hear the meth head chewing on your face?
Man, no. All right, you know what? I'm
gonna fight him. How does he get to that point?
No. It's meth strength. No,
you ain't fighting nobody. He's gonna come from behind and
it before you use it. So imagine.
Was it meth or was it something else? I thought it was something else.
Bath sauce.
It was bath
sauce, right?
A wolf spider bites your dick. Come on.
Where the fuck am I in any situation where a wolf spider bite my dick? I wear clothes.
They hide the toilets, bro.
I don't want.
You never seen the video?
I'm off this. I'm off.
Okay, yeah, I was like, they bite. Nah, fam,
no, really. A video from Australia is why I flush the toilet before I.
That's what I'm saying.
Every time now.
And then they had this other video. Dude walked to his car. He's like, thank God I looked under the damn doorknob. And it was a fucking wolf spider just chilling right under there. He almost put his hand right there. I'm good.
Nah, I want to go to New Zealand more than Australia anyway.
I don't want to go to Australia at all.
So who's next? Ryan?
Sure. Capitals hockey is back. They are not good. I can't I know the Bills are going to disappoint me eventually, but it's just I cannot have any nice things. And it's really sad.
It's just the season. What? Are you saying they're already bad?
Oh, they look awful.
It's early.
Just bad. However, playoff baseball is here, and playoff baseball is my favorite. It's super exciting. Fuck the Yankees. That's wonderful. Fuck the Red Sox, but fuck the Yankees. Fuck the Dodgers. Let's go White Sox.
Giants.
That's typical.
Well, I wanted to take my final.
God damn it. That was funny.
I wanted to say my final thoughts and talk about the mini Saints of Newark, but some people haven't seen it yet, so I'm not going to
I haven't
say anything
seen it.
about it.
I'll tune out.
No, you're fine. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'll wait until next week. Just want to say I don't really have much, but after Ryan just says, fuck you, Ryan, and fuck the Red Sox, pieces of shit. Kurt Schilling's bloody sock was a fake. Fuck that whole organization. Curse the Bambino bullshit. Fucking walk around as losers for 80-some years. So you think the fat man cursed you. Kiss my ass. Fucking just bunch of bullshitters. Fucking hate your stadium. Kind of like your city. You got good food and good beer. Very walkable. Huge fan of Boston. But fuck that team.
All right. My final thoughts.
Oh, Big Poppy's cool.
Let's go Giants. Let's go Giants.
I wouldn't mind seeing the Giants win either. I will say there is a very heavy chance, even though it'll hurt my heart, that the Tampa Bay Rays win this year.
I hope not.
They are that good.
I actually bet on the Giants like a long time ago, and I have the ticket right up there. So if they win,
yeah, you're gonna make a lot of money because they were supposed to be one of the worst teams in baseball. So.
I know, but I knew it wasn't gonna happen.
Tampa Bay Rays, they earned it. So, all right.
Let's go Giants.
I have to work and eat food before I pass out.
I'm about to Squid Game.
Dude, so fucking good.
Squid Game or Squid Game?
I gotta watch it still.
I sat in court for like 3 hours today watching it. It is so good, and I love like bloody everything, and that's
I was watching a Twitch stream and somebody ruined it for me. But
well, I would say that if people have not watched the movie Battle Royale, they really need to. Hunger Games, all this shit, they've all stolen from that fucking movie.
That is also one.
Yeah, Battle Royale is good. The second one wasn't as good, but
No,
the
it was
first
not.
one was.
First one was great.
Shout out It Man for getting me into watching Asian movies because I haven't stopped.
My dad got me into Battle Royale back when Netflix had to ship DVDs. He was like, "You gotta watch."
No, that's when I watched it. Yeah, because like it was
hard to come back.
like, this shit is better than Hunger Games. This is when Hunger Games was out. This shit is where it came from, and I was like, oh yeah, it's good.
All right, I'll leave with this. Saying thanks for watching, everybody. And Taylor Heineke's playing like a top 5 quarterback. If you didn't know, now you know because I told you. Bye.
wait.